Hi, it's Jen from Shabby Fabrics introducing our newest block of the month. This is called Rowan, and it's made with the Rowan collection from Windham Fabrics. And when I saw this collection, I of course love the flowers, but I was also drawn to the richer colors. A lot of times florals are more pastel, and that's what I was really intrigued by about this, is those deeper, richer colors, and I loved it. So this is a 12 block quilt that we're going to run in a 7-month program. So what's fun about that is you get to make 2 of the same blocks for a period of 6 months. And then the 7th month, we'll be sending you that finishing kit. All of the sashing, your cornerstones, your inner border, your outer border, and then your binding. Really fun. Obviously, the whole focus here is on piecing. I'll be doing plenty of supplemental videos free for you to watch at your convenience 24/7 on how to make these different elements of the block that brings the whole block together. I'll be giving you some of the ways I learned to make the block, as well as some of today's options using things like the Creative Grid Flying Geese ruler, which is my absolute favorite. I'm jumping just a little bit ahead kind of to some of the supplies that we use to make the quilt. But I want to let you know that you've got a couple options with this program. Of course, no quilt is complete without a backing fabric. And if you're going to take that much time to carefully make those blocks, of course, you want that perfect backing. And that's what's right here. Be sure to reserve that, very limited in quantities. Another option for you, and one of our customers' favorites, is something called an Oops Kit. It's a very affordable insurance policy that if you do make any mistakes in your block and you need to recut something, that's what this is for. You don't have to worry about giving us a call and like, do you still have this fabric? Because we all know that we have the intention of keeping up with a block of the month, but sometimes we don't get to it for a long time into the future. What's nice about having the Oops Kit is you don't have to worry. You already have the fabric you need, so if you do make a cutting or piecing mistake, you can just start again. And of course, it's plenty of fabric in there that if you do want to make a small additional project, assuming you don't use much of your Oops Kit, you'll be able to do that, or just add the fabric to your stash. So those are 2 options that you'll want to take advantage of. I touched a little bit on the Creative Grid tools that we use, with my favorite absolutely being that Flying Geese tool. I just found myself really gravitating toward the Flying Geese block quite a bit in the design of this particular quilt. But of course, these other rulers are important as well, starting with our biggest ruler to make those width of fabric cuts and working our way down to some of those smaller rulers, 6.5 by 12.5. Obviously a much more manageable ruler as we start working into the smaller portions of our blocks. These are 12 inches. So of course this is finishing at 4, this unit, 4 and 4. And for that reason, that other really important ruler we found ourselves grabbing for quite a bit was that 4.5 inch. And we did do a measurement check on our blocks with that 12.5 inch as well. The spinning mat is great anytime you're going to be using things like that Flying Geese tool, so that we can rotate around our block without picking up our fabric or making any dangerous cuts. So if you don't have one of those, that's one you might want to consider. You know, if you've done any piecing, patchwork pins, good thread, and a fresh blade, very important to help you have beautiful and accurate blocks. And if you like to make half square triangles, I know we have 2 of our blocks. This one here, and I think it's twin, might be right down here. If you like to be able to use the aid of the star singles, you'll be sure to pick up the 2-inch star singles. So this one's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the supplemental videos, that even if maybe this is your first patchwork block of the month, I will talk you through that. You don't need to worry. Or maybe you've always been just drawn to applique and thought, you know, it's too difficult. It's not too difficult. And we'll have a lot of fun walking our way through how to make the various sections of how all these blocks go together. So I invite you to join the fun. Grab, of course, your spot, your Oops Kit, your backing. Let a friend know as well, and I'll be seeing you over on those supporting videos of how to make our blocks for our Rowan Patchwork Block of the Month, and I'll see you soon on another Shabby video.